Hey, what's up, you guys? Legends Raider here, doing another review, this time of the Mcfarlane DC Collectibles Flash. Here we go. Alright guys, so let's get into this review. So, first off, I just want to say, I do have probably like one or two gripes of this figure. Nothing that big, but man, I gotta say, Mcfarlane did a phenomenal job, a really good job. I love this figure a lot. It's really cool. Let me just get into the details. So, starting off with the head, you know, that Barry Allen smile. Such a good smile, such a good head sculpt. You got these lightning bolts right here. They look really nice, and they're pliable, so they won't break. You got these sculpted lines painted really pretty good. Yeah, those blue eyes look really good. And then in the back of the head, yes, these lightning bolts painted really good. As you can see, it has like these little ridges. Has more ridges in the suit, so it's not just a plain body. And yeah, this is sculpted, so it looks really cool. This looks kind of weird. They didn't paint it completely, but you know, it doesn't really bother me. These lines are not sculpted; they're just painted. They look pretty good too. It has ridges all throughout. This is sculpted, and the hands are not. See, that has ridges, and then ridges right here. This is a soft plastic, but this is sculpted. Ridges, more ridges, and just overall, this sculpt is really nice. The boots, they're sculpted as well. Look really cool. And then the shoes right here, or the shoes or boots, whatever you want to call them, look pretty cool too. Now, I'm not sure if you could see this like on camera. You probably can't because I'm like recording this on my phone and it's not the best quality. But there is what's it called? There is like a little, it looks like glittery. Hold on, let me get my flashlight really quick. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you see the glittery right there. Usually not a fan of that, but it on this figure looks really good. Since like you see the lightning bolts and stuff, I think it contrasts to it pretty good. And I think it's throughout the whole body, not the legs, but the upper torso and the arms. It's around all that. It looks really good to me. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I noticed it and it's pretty cool to me. Or it might just be my figure, I'm not sure. But yeah, really cool figure. And yeah, let's go over the accessories. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stuttering. He has this little card. It's hard paper, whatever you want to call it. Here is the back. If you want to read that, pause it really quick. I'm gonna try to focus. There we go. But yeah, it says the name, his height, his weight, and the source, the comic. He has these lightning bolts that go in the back, in his back, and they're pretty cool. They have like a little articulation, which helps a lot. And you know, it has a little peg. It has these two small lightning bolts that can either go in his leg or in his arm. And it has these other two. Oh, where's the other one? Oh, here it is. That also can go in the arm or the leg. Let me do a comparison of the small one and the bigger one, so you can see. And it comes with this one. This one goes on the foot for like when he's running. And I love this one. This is probably my favorite one. But yeah, the accessories, they're really good. I kind of, you know, this is like a little, not a gripe, sort of like a nitpick. If they had another fist hand, it would have been really good, or another running hand. But overall, really love it. You know, still really good. And yeah, let's go to the articulation real quick. So for the articulation, his head moves up this much. Could move more. That's one of my gripes. Could move more up, but you know, it's whatever. Moves down pretty good, side to side, or actually, yeah, a whole 360. And it has tilt, so you could give him a little attitude, and that looks really good with that smile, right? And then it has this butterfly thing that every Mcfarlane figure have. So you move the arm up this much, it goes right at goes up at a right angle. But if you use that additional, it goes up more, and I really love that joint because it goes up, down, and side to side a little bit, as you can see. So yeah, it goes all the way down, all the way around. Has bicep swivel, really good double jointed elbows, and has a ball right here. Goes down, up, or side to side. Really love that. The torso is another little gripe. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna not like this, but as you can see, I'm pushing it as much as I can, and it's not going forward. And Unparalleled Universe mentioned this. It doesn't go forward. It's not a big deal for me, but you know, it could have moved forward more. You know, I'd rather it to move forward, but it doesn't. So, you know, it's whatever. Both of them together move this much back, really good. And then the top one can pivot and, you know, move all around, whole 360. Same with the bottom, can pivot, go 360 also. So that's really good. Like I said earlier, this is a soft plastic, so it won't hinder the leg articulation, and it moves out really good. Almost a splits, but he can't really, as you can see, kind of floats. So yeah, not a full splits. The leg goes up this much and goes back this much, or you move it to the side as well, moves that much. Unparalleled Universe mentioned this, that you know, gets in the way of the little upper thigh swivel, and I do agree with him. It doesn't bum me out that much. I do wish it had ankle. I do wish it had thigh swivel, because I really use the thigh swivel a lot when it comes to posing. But you know, what can I do? Still gonna buy his figures. Has double jointed knees, really good double jointed knees. And they're not bulky, they're pretty decent. And the feet go down really good. They go up really good, you can see. And then they can pivot, you know. Normally they can pivot like this, or if you just want to go crazy, just move the peg or the ball peg like that, and he could go full on broken ankle. And he has a toe joint right here, look. Boom. That helps a lot. You know, some people love that joint. So yeah, overall, his articulation is really good. I personally enjoy his articulation, and I enjoy, you know, moving this figure around, having fun with it. Before I made the video, I posed him around. I didn't take that much pictures because I don't have many DC figures. But yeah, really cool, really fun to pose, and yeah, just overall really good. I'm gonna jump to the comparisons really quick. Be right back. So for the comparisons, I'm gonna compare them to a couple DC figures, and because I only have a couple, even though it's my favorite franchise. So a couple DC figures, and the rest are gonna be random, like Marvel Legends or Dragon Ball Z on Mortal Kombat. So here he is compared to my two DC Multiverse from Mcfarlane. There's the Batman from White Knight. Really like that figure a lot. Really love the story as well. Oh, and I almost dropped him. Here he is, compared to the brand new Joker that came out. I bought these two together actually. Yesterday I bought them together. They look really nice, and as you can see, Barry Allen is a little too tall. I don't mind it that much because I'm not gonna have him running as cool as he looks like standing right there. I'm not gonna have him like standing there. I'm gonna have him running, or just finish running. And you know how sometimes in the comics or like in the series, like when he would stop running, he would like put an arm down, kind of like a superhero pose. I might do that, or just a running pose. Doesn't So I'm not gonna have him standing still. So it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, just for y'all people that really care about the scaling and stuff. And then, oh yeah, and then here he is compared to my Robin from DC Multiverse. And yeah, I think that Robin is Tim Drake. So I think Barry Allen should be like a little bit shorter, like probably a little bit taller than Tim Drake. But he's way too tall. But like I said, I don't really care. But yeah, really, really cool. Now let me compare him to my two Spider-Mans. This is from the Retro Wave, Steve Ditko design, or Steve Ditko inspired. And then here comes my custom Sinister Six body with the bootleg Mayfix. Yeah, bootleg Mayfix head. And I think they look pretty well. They don't look good with him because of course 6 inch, 7 inch. But I love those two figures. If you want a review comparison of those two, you could go check it out. It's in my YouTube channel. But yeah, so let's move on to the next one. These are the Dragon Stars 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta and the 1.0 SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Goku. So those look pretty cool. Not with him, of course, but it's just some people might want to see comparisons of them. And now, let me fix their legs really quick. Here he is compared to Scorpion. Oops, dropped him. Here he is compared to Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 11. Also made by Mcfarlane. Pretty cool figure. Not the best, but pretty cool. Upgraded him with some metal chains. And here he is compared to the Sub-Zero. Oh, hold on, let me fix the leg. The Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is really cool. I like him a lot. But yeah. Oops. Oh, he doesn't want to stand up. But yeah. So they're around the same height. But yeah, oh, and the last comparison, just, random comparison. Here he is compared to my favorite Captain America, Endgame Cap. So yeah, that'll do it for comparisons. And for my overall thoughts in this figure, really like it. The accessories are really good. In the accessories, I would give it like probably like a 8 out of 10. If it had well, actually no, a 9 out of 10, because they're lightning, and they make they just make the running pose really complete. And overall, the proportions of the figure, the articulation is really good, and I just like it a lot, And when I first bought this, like I actually loved it. Like I liked it a lot. It reminded me of like when I used to pose my Marvel Legends every day, because how smooth and fun it is to pose, and how easy it is to get it into a running pose. So Mcfarlane is stepping up his game. And the first wave, well, let me, when I was, collecting Marvel Legends a lot, now I kind of calmed down. But when I used to collect Marvel Legends a lot, I always wanted to buy DC figures because DC is my favorite franchise. But, DC Multiverse didn't do justice from the DC, what's it called? The Mattel. They didn't do justice for them. honestly, in my opinion. And that's why I didn't have DC figures, even though, you know, DC is my favorite franchise. But and then DC collectibles, I didn't really buy that much because, you know, they didn't have the greatest articulation, and the DC essentials, I didn't like the proportions. And when Mcfarlane started doing when Mcfarlane got the license, I was actually I was giving him a chance. You know, a lot of people didn't like it, but I wanted to give him a chance because, you know, Mcfarlane does some really good sculpting and stuff, and they already had the license for Mortal Kombat, and they were doing pretty good with those. So yeah, I gave him I wanted to give him a chance, but I wanted to see if Mcfarlane was actually serious with him. So I didn't buy the first 2 or 3 waves. But then the White Knight one came out, and, you know, at first I didn't like the look, but then, you know, it just grew on me because I read the story and I just loved it a lot. So I bought that figure, and then they made these new ones, like they appeared online, and I loved them. Like then I knew, like, oh, he's serious about this, and like, thank you, because DC is my favorite franchise, and I've never really had figures of them, other than, like, you know, cheap ones that I used to find at the flea market. But besides that, I never really had them, and I can't buy Mayfix or, you know, Mezco because they're really expensive. But yeah, that's it for my video and review. Hope you guys enjoyed. The rating on this figure is honestly like a 9 out of 10. I might do a video of how I like you know how Parallel Universe did the mod. I might do that. And I might add it in this video, or I might make a different complete video. But I'll see. But yeah, catch you next time, guys. Peace. Oh, and I will be reviewing this guy real quick. So stay tuned, and yeah, catch you next time. Peace.